If you've ever dealt with repeated tickets, unclear support paths, or isolated support teams, you're not alone. These are natural outcomes of missing a shift left capability. So let's explore how you can flip the model, reduce support demand, and build a smarter support system. Now, there are 3 key strategies here that you need to use as practical ways to uplift and build your shift left capability. Just before we start on the 3 practical strategies for improving your shift left capability, if you'd like to know what shift left is, then click on this video here. It'll give you a more comprehensive understanding of exactly what shift left is. Strategy 1 is around knowledge management. Now, the key thing about knowledge management is that there's a common mistake. You see, people think that knowledge management is all about just creating knowledge articles. In fact, we recently worked with a customer who had over 1,000 knowledge articles, yet their support demand wasn't shifting, self-service uptake was low, and frontline teams were still overwhelmed. Why? Because they had the content but no cohesive model. It wasn't clear who the articles were for, how they were meant to be accessed, and how to align those services to real-world needs. So here's the answer, really the real-world solution is creating a 5-part knowledge management model. I'm going to share with you what each of these 5 parts are. Number 1 is really creating a vision. Now, the vision sets a clear direction and motivates your team. Who are you aiming for? And also helps to reduce calls to the service desk, enable faster resolution, or empower users. Your vision needs to anchor for your decisions around what to create, how to create, and who owns it. It's the first thing that you need to be able to create as part of your knowledge model. The second part around your knowledge model is really looking at your personas. Now, personas are really identifying the knowledge consumers within your organization. So we're really thinking about who are all the people, service desk agents, end users, level 2 and level 3 teams, perhaps even vendors. So you want to be able to tailor content and the format to suit each group. One size doesn't fit all. Number 3 is really about your repositories and your customer journeys. You want to make content findable. So we want to map each persona. Where do they find information? So where are all those repositories? Where is the content currently stored? And is it easy to access? Think about removing any duplication, closing gaps, and designing that experience that supports an intuitive access. Number 4 is really around your knowledge types. So this really, knowledge comes in many formats. So understanding the types that works best for your audience and use case. So everything from, short form FAQs right through to how-to videos or screenshots. You need to be very intentional about where your knowledge and your effort is spent. And then finally, number 5 as part of your knowledge management model is anchoring your knowledge to your IT services. Now, this is really important because this makes knowledge relevant, searchable, and trackable through service metrics. And if you haven't defined your services inventory, then that's your starting point. You want to be able to anchor all of your knowledge back to your service to make sure that it all makes sense. And quite frankly, if your knowledge isn't connected to your service, it's just floating content. So effective knowledge management is not about creating more, it's about creating the right knowledge for the right people in the right format with the right context. And using this 5-part model, knowledge stops being noise and starts becoming your greatest shift left enabler. Strategy 2 is all about self-service. So a common mistake really around self-service portals are the worst self-service portals are created by IT teams in isolation. Why? Because they focus on what makes sense to them, not what makes sense to the people using it. The language is technical, the categories are confusing, and when a user finally selects something, they're forced to scroll through endless fields of irrelevant options, making the experience frustrating, slow, and often abandoned. So the way in which you overcome this is you really need to consider the 6 key considerations for self-service. And I'm just going to quickly walk you through what they are. So the first one is really around your look and feel. And it's really important that it's intuitive, that it's aligned to organizational branding. Number 2 is really looking at your forms. So do your forms, are they user-friendly and easy to complete? And do they streamline that request raising process? Number 3 is really looking at self-service itself. Are you able to anchor back to your knowledge base in place? Are people able to rate that content and you be able to understand some of what that experience is like from a self-service perspective? Number 4 is around your workflows. So ensuring that each request that you've got, that the steps and the roles are articulated clearly, and that you've got a well-defined catalog for each item. And you can also look for automation to reduce any manual tasks as well. Number 5 is about reporting. So really the overall performance and the usage, are there any KPIs defined, customer satisfaction measured and reported on as well. And then finally, number 6 is just checking that your search and navigation is working, making sure that it's clear and logical navigation pathways and that the click-through is not excessive. If you're getting value from this video, then why don't you head over to servicemanagementspecialists.com/call and book yourself a 30-minute strategy call with an ITSM expert. During the call, we can understand where you're at, what challenges you've got, and provide you with some real expertise and guidance on how to improve your ITSM. We've worked with more than 60 organizations and we've got a net promoter score of 98%. And we're committed to ensuring that you get more from your ITSM improvement programs and initiatives. That's servicemanagementspecialists.com/call. I look forward to talking to you soon. Strategy 3 is all about raising the awareness across your support teams. And really, again, a common mistake is that level 1 handles tickets one way, level 2 another, and just knowledge is not shared. No one feeds insights back to the knowledge base or self-service, and just teams don't know what's working or what's not because they're just not connected. So the answer here is just considering these 4 things to drive that shift left awareness. The first one is just sharing trends and common themes. You can do this on a regular basis across the teams. Number 2 is just creating a feedback loop from level 2, 3 to 1. Every escalation is a learning opportunity and you just want to take off. You just want to make sure that you can use that as well. Number 3 is just communicating the why behind shift left. So not everyone will get it automatically. So share examples of wins and how shifting left can really help that level 1 out, level 2 out, and reduce resolution time for the customer. Number 4 is just empowering teams to contribute to improvement. Now encourage the front line to flag ideas for knowledge articles or self-service forms. So have a way to be able to make suggestions for shift left process or a channel in teams. See, the best ideas come from the people closest to the problem. So to succeed, really, shift left isn't just a buzzword. It's about a powerful capability that reduces noise, increases efficiency, and empowers both users and support teams. So whether you're just getting started or looking to formalize your approach, some of these strategies that I've shared today is proven and practical and powerful. So start with knowledge management, enable self-service, and create awareness across your teams. And before long, you'll begin shifting left in all the right ways.